listening to The Brett Davern Show, live daily on Adobe Radio.
I'm so nervous.
I can figure it out eventually.
You make me so nervous.
Make you so nervous with what?
You're so cavalier and just like, I'm going to slowly hit unmute.
Cavalier?
We're live.
Cavalier?
Is that not the right usage of that word?
I'm a cavalier?
Oh,
I'm a cavalier?
No, you are not a cavalier.
Swashbuckling?
Oh, I thought you meant
Don't
like the Cavs.
care?
You don't care.
I think that, by the way,
Yes.
the Cavs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
everyone's favorite basketball team.
Like the basketball team, the Cavaliers, the
Yeah.
Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
That is so, like, hold on, don't hit the button. I'm anticipating when you're going to hit the button. Listen to me. I do not like having a nickname, like a cute little nickname for your sports team. Like, it's just so, like the Patriots, the Pats, the Cavs, the Cavaliers, the Cavs. It's like so lame. Also, like, is not cavalier at all to be like, we're the Cavs. It's like lame.
It's damn straight they're lame.
The Pats. You're rooting for the Pats. So stupid.
Yeah.
You're the Patriots, not the Pats. It's not pronounced Patriot. It's pronounced Patriot. Idiots. Tom Brady sucks.
So does LeBron James. Let's just piss everybody off this
At least
morning.
LeBron James is a good athlete. Tom Brady's
That's true.
Doughy piece of crap. I can't stand the Patriots. Yuck.
Yuck.
Bill Belichick's an annoying curmudgeon. Tom Brady's a golden pretty boy who's only played in one system his entire career. He stinks. He's not good at all. They got lucky on the 1 yard line. He got lucky with the tuck rule. Got lucky that Julian Edelman can scrape a ball like a fingernail's length off the ground and not let it touch the ground. And video replays saved their ass on that one. I hate the Patriots. Adam Vinatieri bailed them out twice. They stink. And all these people that root for Michigan, oh, Tom Brady's our guy. He never even played for you. Like, he was like the 6th string quarterback.
It's the Brett Davern Show. Brought to you by Adobe Radio.
I'm grumpy today.
In partnership with Nice Guy Digital. And recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California.
Who knew that you calling me a fancy version of a pirate would send me off on a Tom Brady rant?
On today's episode, Brett's really grumpy.
Cavalier just means fancy pirate.
He's gonna keep yelling about everything. The only person who could match his level of volume is my good friend Vanessa Marano. She's making herself a coffee in the lobby. I love her. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but they're going to yell at each other. Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
Danny Woodhead.
Your new best friend. Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody. This show is not brought to you by the New England Patriots. Thank you for subscribing on Adobe Radio. No, you can't subscribe on there. You can subscribe on YouTube, TuneIn, or iTunes. Tom Brady's got me all messed up. I can't stand him or his Ugg boots. Ridiculous. Thank you for helping spread the word about our show. I get tweeted from you guys all the time. The social engagement is going through the roof, and I love you all for that. It's a lot of fun. Waking up and checking Twitter, or going to bed and checking Twitter, and seeing all you guys on there is, well, it's the happiest time of my day. I'm much happier than when I'm thinking about the Gronk. So lame. The Gronk. He pushes that off on every catch he makes.
Oh my God.
Throw offensive pass interference, for God's sake. Also, blowing the whistle in that Jaguars game, like, he was going to run that back for a fumble return for a touchdown. They go up by over 10 points at that point. The game's over. Oh, guess what? The referees blow the whistle, call the play dead, which is unreviewable, Katie. I wonder if it's got something to do with the NFL wanting Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I didn't know that this was a sports show. Maddie's Cup says say no to sports. So let's finish the intro before the theme song runs out.
If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show anytime, 1-888-99-IDOBE. The email for the show is bdsfans@idobe.com. Or if you want to join the conversation instantly, you can put that address, bdsfans@idobe.com, into iMessage, where you usually enter a phone number, compose your text, and fire it off, and it ends up on this iPad in front of me. So if you are a masochistic New England Patriots fan,
Oh my goodness.
just go ahead and text me. They're such front runners. Nobody was a Patriots fan when I was growing up. They lost horribly to the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl when I was a kid. Nobody cared about the Patriots. Ridiculous. Then they start winning all the time, and all of a sudden everybody's a Pats fan. Just like how everybody started wearing a Boston Red Sox hat all of a sudden. Hey, where you from, man? Oh, Portland, Oregon. Why are you wearing that Boston Red Sox hat? Well, because they win. So lame.
Lame.
Yeah. Have a backbone and root for losing teams like I do. All right. Lots of big show to get to today. We'll stop talking about Tom Brady eventually. Ugh. They cheat all the time, too. They cheat constantly. They filmed an opposing team's practice.
Deflategate.
Yeah. It's because he's got small hands. Just like their number one fan, Donald Trump. Ridiculous. Alabama wins the national championship. The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. Trump's president. Just the evil empire wins constantly, Katie.
Yeah.
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 Well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know, you finished that with about 2 seconds left in the theme song.
I know. We've never actually gotten to the end of the theme song before. That was the first time for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, look, I'm watching the national championship game, you know, Georgia versus Alabama. And yeah, I do have a bit of a rooting interest in Georgia. As I've said before, I'm not a fan, but I root for them because Mrs. D roots for Georgia. So I'll root for Georgia. She's a Georgia fan.
Sure.
So I'll root for him. So I had a bit of a rooting interest in the game. But I really thought Georgia was going to win for a second. And I was like, finally. It's not just the status quo. Like, finally. Something else, like good will triumph over evil, you know?
Yeah.
And then it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And the same thing's happening with the NFL. I can't root for the Eagles either. Their fans are terrible. They booed Santa Claus one time.
They had to
Can't root for
grease
anyone who
police
boos Santa Claus.
They had to grease the light poles so that their fans wouldn't climb them.
Yeah, also there's a bunch of Philadelphia Eagle fans that are making donations to the Minnesota Coaches Foundation because they feel so badly about how the fans of Minnesota were treated in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
So there's this small group of Philadelphia fans that are like, no, we're really nice people. We're going to try to make up for it. And it's like, no, your fan base is kind of full of a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Oh, man, I'm just trying to piss off. I'm trolling everybody this morning. All right, whatever. Hold on. Let me calm down. Good morning, Boy Wonder. Sup? And Matadocious.
Hi, Britt.
And Katie LeClaire.
It's National Plan for Vacation Day.
Oh. Is it really?
It really is.
Wow. It's a little early to start planning for a vacation this year, isn't it?
Sometimes people feel stressed, and so they need to just plan for vacation.
Are you trying to tell me something?
We're going on vacation. We're not going on vacation, but we're
We're
leaving
going
town.
on a work trip, but we get to go out of town.
It's true. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling all right there, Brett?
We've been traveling all around Japan. And we
Oh.
found that the songs people like to
You know
hear
the way to
most
make me feel better, Katie.
I know.
old-time hymns.
This is
We're
chilling
gonna
on a
play one
beach
for you now.
with my best
One
friend,
called
Jesus
Chillin' on the
Christ.
Beach with my best friend, Jesus
I just said that,
Christ.
Justin. This is Suso.
God,
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Listening to the Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
It's the hashtag of the day.
Hashtag vacation was ruined when.
And that was the hashtag of the day.
Isn't it great that it's planned for vacation day?
Vacation,
and before you knew that, you picked that hashtag?
That is weird. I really didn't know the national
It made me so happy. That's why I was like, that's the one you want to go with?
No,
that's
I know.
trending right
I'm just
now?
trying to tell people out there because I think people are like, oh, yeah, no, he knows. He pays attention. I don't pay attention before this show starts. I really don't. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of sitting over here doing my own thing, hoping horrible things happen to Tom Brady. Oh, man, if he would just, like, slip getting out of the shower tomorrow morning, you know, and, like, just break his ankle, it'd be the greatest day ever. Ugh. Well, because then both teams would have to play with their backup quarterbacks. That's what I mean. Because the Eagles are playing with their backup quarterback. Anyway, okay. Vacation was ruined when?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of a great coincidence.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe that's why that's the hashtag.
That's
That's why that hashtag is trending, because people know
Right.
it's planned for vacation day. There's some good ones on here. I was reading through Twitter some other people's vacation when what is it? Hashtag vacation was ruined when. And by the way, if you're listening out there, like, tweet us yours. Like, just add at Brett Davern Show in your tweets with hashtag vacation was ruined when, because I want to hear your stories. But this one's funny. Someone says hashtag vacation was ruined when I realized it wasn't vacation, it was unemployment. It's pretty funny. Let's see. Somebody else says the whole family got food poisoning. That's
ideal.
Yeah, that's not good. Someone says when her husband showed up.
Oh.
Yikes. Ruh-roh, Scoob. Someone says my credit card was flagged for fraudulent use.
Well,
that's
a phone call. That's not the end of the world.
But
Unless it's international, then you've got
if
problems.
International, maybe there's time zone issues and stuff. We drove 6 states away, but then still ran into people from our hometown. Can't get away.
Ugh.
Yeah. Somebody says, I found out my boss was staying at the same resort. Oh, that sucks. What else do we got? I don't know. You got one, Katie? You got a bad vacation? Vacation was... Actually, it's not... You got a bad vacation. It's vacation was ruined when? I got one.
Go.
I was like 10 years old. My parents made this... It was like around Christmas time, and I think I was 10, which makes my brother 8. And they sent us on like a scavenger hunt around the house, you know, like
To like get clues about what
to
you're
find
doing
all
or
these
something?
clues. And then at the end, the surprise was airline tickets. Back when you actually had paper airline tickets laying around the house. Remember that? Like every 80s movie and every 80s sitcom was like, did you remember the plane tickets? They'd have to like turn the car around. Now you just bring your phone. Anyway, airline tickets to California, IA, because we were going to get to go to Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Woo! We were so happy. Oh my gosh, my brother and I were so stoked because we're from Seattle where it rains and it's cold all the time, and California meant sunshine and Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
And so we were so pumped, and we flew all the way down here, and we got here, and we get the cab from the John Wayne Airport, and my mom's like looking at the sky, and she's like, it looks like it's going to rain. And the cab driver's like, it's California. It never rains. You'll be fine. And she's like, we're from Seattle. We know rain clouds. And sure enough, wake up the next morning, just a deluge out in the street, flooding, raining cats and dogs. It was biblical. It was raining so hard.
Ugh.
And there's just like a river going down the street outside the hotel in Orange County, just, you know, flash flooding everywhere.
Did you go anyway?
Well, so us being a hardy Seattle family, we were like, we're going anyway. Let's get in the rental car. And let me just tell you, this was so long ago that California Adventure didn't exist. Toontown didn't exist. California Adventure was still the parking lot for Disneyland. So we go driving up, and there's like the sign. What is that?
It's your old man bread alert.
Oh, old man alert, yeah. So we go driving up to the front, and there's the sign for Disneyland with like a reader board, or like with a digital, whatever. They put messages up there, and my mom has the photo of this, and it says Disneyland is closed for the first time in 50 years due to inclement weather.
Wow.
And they closed Disneyland. So #vacation was ruined when
They closed Disney.
they closed Disneyland. Do you have one quickly?
No, but I do want to talk about Disneyland on the other side.
I want to hear about ruined vacations.
We can.
Maddie had one too.
I'm sure Vanessa's got one.
All right, tweet us yours, people. I want to hear about it. Ooh, these guys, friends of the show. This is I Don't Feel Anything by the band Fitness.
Fitness was taken. Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show, featuring Katie LeClaire on Adobe Radio.
It's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Yesterday, Disneyland had a pretty rough day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It turns out that Ursula got decapitated. She kept singing anyway because she's a trooper.
What are you talking about?
But the animatronic Ursula's head fell off and is dangling by cords, and she's moving around doing her thing. Here's the best part.
#vacation was ruined when?
I am telling you, because in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, the auctioneer's head fell off.
It's a
as
conspiracy.
well.
It's a conspiracy.
And that's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Do you guys say Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean?
I say Caribbean.
Caribbean, but I say Pirates of the Caribbean, but if I'm going to go vacation there, it's the Caribbean.
Yeah, no, I get that.
What's up with that?
I don't know what is up with that, but I do know that that is a true statement.
Do you
that
do the
many people
same
say.
thing, or is it just all Caribbean all the time?
Well, I have not vacationed in the Caribbean nor the Caribbean.
Right, but
so
if you were saying a hurricane was headed towards the
Caribbean,
yeah, it's weird,
yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm. Because a hurricane's never heading towards the Caribbean; it's in
Yeah,
Disneyland.
that's a ride.
Unless when your family goes.
Yeah, the Caribbean is a ride at Disneyland.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you, Katie? You do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
I'd like to point out that in that story, it was the villain Ursula and also the man who's auctioning off women to be sold into being sex slaves,
You think it's-
basically.
You
So,
think it's a conspiracy? Somebody's going around with a baseball bat?
yeah, to the villains of the story.
The evil doers. Vanessa
Brett.
Romano.
There it is. There it is.
I like that super fans of the show will know what that means. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
for being here. Thanks for waking up with us.
Hey.
Quickly, before we get into everything with you, somebody texted in from the 920. They sent a picture of their swag package that they got, Katie, for the fundraiser, the St. Jude thing. Katie and I sent out gift packages to everybody who helped donate and all those things. And so someone sent us a picture and said, like, hey, I just got my thing. Thank you. And it reminds me to remind all of you that there are still like 5 or 6 of you out there that we don't have your mailing addresses for. And we've tried to get in touch with you. For whatever reason, you're not getting back in touch with us. Hopefully you're okay. But if you're listening and you haven't heard from us or gotten your package or things like that, maybe check in with us on email. Make sure we have your mailing address because we'd really like to be able to get all of those to the people who helped out because, you know, you guys helped out and we owe you some gifts. So anyway, all right, Vanessa.
Yes.
So my vacation was ruined when?
Okay.
Do you have a story?
I do. It's kind of a happy story, but
Happy?
in the moment, an 11-year-old Vanessa's life was ruined.
Shattered.
So I've been acting for a very long time, and like worked here and there, but like didn't ever have that big whatever thing, you know, the thing.
The girl from.
The girl from, yeah.
At this point,
at age 11.
Oh,
so just bitter.
thinking about just quitting, giving up the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Opening a coffee shop in Jackson Hole.
Yeah, going back to what I did before this.
Yeah.
You know, school.
Finger painting.
But my dad's from Italy, and we had planned this big trip to go back and see his hometown and see his family, and it was like the thing that we were looking forward to all year. And on the day that we were leaving, we got a call from my agent being like, oh, Vanessa's in the mix for this thing. She has to go test for it next week. We were like, well, no, that's not happening. Because Italy. And it was like a whole like mess of like the other girl was a girl who was a really good friend of mine. And I was like, well, just let her have, if I go away, then she'll get the part. And then I get to go to Disneyland. And my friend has a part.
It's very nice of you. It's very mature of you.
The Disneyland of Europe. And I was like, okay, it'll all work out. It'll be fine. And we're 15 minutes away from like the car being there, and the car shows up, and we're about to get in the car, and they're like, no, Vanessa's booked it, so she has to do it now. And I was like, but I don't want to do it now. I want to go to Italy.
What happened? They just decided we're not going to read.
Oh yeah, no, when you say no to things.
Oh.
And then they're
I
like,
see.
yes.
Wow.
Like, so that's when my vacation was written. I'm not kidding you. I bawled. I was so upset.
Really?
You're like, oh yeah, because you have this whole thing worked up in your head. And like at this.
What was the job?
Oh, well, that's the thing. It ended up being the Brooke Elson story, which was Christopher Reeve's last movie.
Oh, yeah.
So it ended up being the most amazing experience that I've ever gone through, and I got to play like a quadriplegic. And it was. And
he directed.
He directed it, yeah.
Wow.
So it was like, oh, everything happens for a reason sort of thing. But like as an 11-year-old girl, you're like, but I just want to go on this vacation that we've planned. And then it's like, well, no, you're going to go to work. And you're like, I don't want to go to work. And then you go to work. You're like, actually, this is really cool. I liked this. So it's fine.
I'll just go be in a movie, then go to Italy.
Yeah, exactly. It's the most like annoying problem to have out of all of it. I want to preface it with how was not working before
There
that
is
moment.
this like cliche out there with actors that's like, if you want a job, just plan a vacation.
Absolutely.
And it is the truest thing that's ever been said. My first movie I ever got was because I went on the audition, then immediately flew to Seattle just for like, to see family over the summer or whatever. And like the second I landed in Seattle, there was a phone call that was like, you have a call back tomorrow, get back here. It's like this, and then I ended up on down the line booking it. But like, if you want a job, just plan a vacation.
Absolutely. The thing that, like, I think, though, once you become aware that that's the key, then it turns into, no, it's not a job. It's like you're going to get super close.
Well, this is the thing. It has to be a vacation that you really, really, really want to go on.
And it's a non-refundable ticket.
Exactly. Like, it can't just be like your annoying friend's wedding that you kind of don't want to go to anyway.
Oh, yeah, because then it'll be like a callback.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, but you're going to meet the director.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they want to go with a redhead. So, but still go in.
Those redheads. Always stealing all of our work. Katie, you have a vacation was ruined story? Good story. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
She's like, but Ursula was decapitated.
Katie, also shout out to our very loyal, very, very loyal super fan who listens in the 3-4.
Oh.
I think it's a she because we've talked to her before. It's she's in Barcelona. That's Barcelona, by the way. She listens live every day. And she's texting in. Because they text in
all the time.
So she's texting in, and it's her birthday. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, 3-3?
3-4.
3-4?
3-4. That's right. So
I'm a
happy birthday. Do you have a vacation story or not?
No, not really.
I was just teasing.
Every vacation I've ever been on was magical, perfect.
We went on not really a vacation, but we went to San Antonio for Comic-Con. And, I hung out with Katie's family and a cow.
Yeah, and a llama.
And a llama. Because the llama's there to save the cow.
Your family has a llama?
Family friends do.
Oh.
And so Vanessa's vacation was ruined when the llama spit on her.
Family friends have a llama?
Yeah.
To save the cow, to watch out for like coyotes.
Yeah, because the coyotes will attack the cow, so the llama is like aggressive and protective.
They won't attack a llama.
Or is the llama a decoy?
No, apparently.
They're like feisty.
Yeah, it's
really?
like they mean business.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So Vanessa made a cow friend.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That was a great trip.
Vanessa, you're in a play right now.
I am.
In Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles.
Here in sunny, beautiful California.
Mm-hmm. So Barcelona won't be able to attend.
No.
Well,
but everyone in LA should.
Come
Fly
on.
out by this
Let's
weekend.
do it.
Closing weekend.
We have plenty of listeners that live in the area
Wait,
who I'm
it's
sure
closing
would
weekend?
love to
It's closing weekend this
drive
weekend,
in and
so
see the play. This weekend already?
This weekend already, yeah.
Because Katie and I went to see it.
The
Was
first
opening weekend.
Yeah, so about 4 weeks ago.
It was already that long ago?
Holy crap.
Oh, wow. Time flies. So the play is called The Pledge.
Yeah, it's called Pledge.
Sorry,
Just
Pledge.
Pledge.
Hold
Get
on.
it together, Davern.
Let me erase that. Hey, it's Romano to you, okay? Pledge. And it's being performed at a theater on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yes, so it's called the Complex Theaters, and we're in the Dory specifically.
And how do people get tickets?
They can go to brownpapertickets.com and click on Pledge.
There you go.
And purchase tickets. And Fridays are at 8, Saturdays are at 8. And
Is it sold out?
it's not sold out this weekend. So
There's
please
still tickets.
come and get tickets.
Go on. Go see the show. Here's the thing, everybody. You know how I'm always telling people to go see live music? Go see live theater as well.
Absolutely.
Support the arts. Like, don't just bury yourself in your iPad and watch Stranger Things for the 13th time. Go see some live stuff. It's amazing because it's happening literally right in front of you.
Right in front of you.
Like, you could just run up on stage and stop the whole show cold. I mean, don't do that.
I mean, you could. It
But
would
you
be
could.
interesting. It hasn't happened yet.
And there's just an exciting thing about you're literally in a room with people who are putting on a story right in front of you.
Yeah, it's really cool. And
performing
like as
for
a
you.
performer, it's like there's no other feeling.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it.
that
Like
is
that's
the
why we all
feedback.
do it. Is like you're addicted to like doing something live.
Well, let's take a break, and then I want to get into like what the play's about and your character and like all of those things. But we'll do that on the other side. This is called a tease.
Oh, he came in loud.
Hold on, pause him for a second. I wasn't. Give me a second.
All right.
Yeah,
So
a
this is a
tease.
tease.
This is a tease. I'm getting better at this whole radio thing.
Are you? Because your partner's
Hey,
not.
I'm not the one that pressed the button.
Your partner's not. That's what I said.
forgot that this one comes in right away, too, so get ready, everybody. This is Frank Turner with I Still Believe.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
The Brett Davern Show is not only an awesome radio show, but you can watch episodes for free on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brett Davern Show. Adobe Radio.
Prepare yourself. I'm about to yell at somebody again, Katie. I'm turning my anger towards Tom Brady, towards one of our loyal superfans.
Uh-oh.
Jeremiah.
Oh, Jeremiah.
You're going to get it again, buddy. He texts in, he goes, "Oh, Brett, it's easy for you to say traveling and expenses get in the way to get out and just travel and see concerts or a play." Listen to me, Jeremiah. There's stuff going on in your town, man. There's like local band, or like not even local bands, but bands coming through all the time, playing little bars, playing little whatever. You can go see, there's a lot of free shows. Like bars will just have bands that play. I'm just talking about seeing things live in general. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to the Pantages and see Book of Mormon, because yeah, that is expensive, admittedly. And by the way, I can't afford it either. I'm on Adobe Radio every morning. But there's plenty of things that you can go see. Like Vanessa's play, you show up at the door, $25 a ticket. Like that's not much.
And
I mean,
if you show up at the door, if
what-
you buy
there's-
online, it's $20. So.
Yeah.
sorry, I forgot to unmute Vanessa.
How dare you.
There's how many people? How many cast members? There's like 6.
Yeah, there's 6 total.
6 cast members. I mean, there's 6 people up on stage like working for you. That's worth $25. I mean, you know, and like Katie, I think we went to see Suso at the Roxy. It was like, it wasn't much. It was like $30 something. Yep. I mean, it's not that much. Like, there's plenty of affordable things to go see, especially in smaller towns than Los Angeles. So I'm just saying, like, there's definitely ways to go out and support the arts that don't end up costing you a lot of money. And you don't need to travel and, like, get on an airplane. I was teasing about her flying in from Spain to see the show.
Oh, I wasn't.
But then again, I was going to say, if she wants to do it.
I want her to spend all that money
that'd be awesome.
to see a show that costs $25 to
like,
see.
We're going to start trying to do a live Brett Davern show shows.
We're going on tour.
Yeah, we're going to start bringing the show out live to like local theaters and things like that. And we're talking about ticket prices all the time. And we're definitely going to keep the cost down. The cost will be a cost that is like a no-brainer to come see the show. I mean, you know, no more than $25 for sure. And so anyway, there's plenty of affordable things out there. I don't like that thing of like, look, there's a lot of people out there who buy a coffee every single morning. Just skip buying a coffee every morning for 1 week and go see something live. That's all you got to do.
Vanessa can't handle that sentence.
Well, no, don't buy the coffee. Just show up to your work and steal your coworker's coffee.
There we go. All right.
Right.
Just get coffee into your system.
Get your boss to buy some coffee pods. Oh, listen, I'm not advocating going without coffee.
No,
I just said don't buy it.
Brett.
I'm not a crazy person.
I'm not insane.
I'm not clinically insane. Pledge, back to the play. What is... I mean, I know, I've seen the play, but tell the people out there what the play is about.
So, Pledge is about fraternity life and the culture that is bred into the people who partake in it. And so fraternity and sorority lifestyles have kind of become synonymous with not great things like hazing and like alcohol abuse and maybe sexual misconduct. Not saying all fraternities and sororities are like that, but I know we've all heard horror stories.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a character piece about like the people who are drawn in by that sort of lifestyle, who go into it already that way, and the people who kind of fall into it and are seduced by it beyond their control, and how it affects people and the circumstances that you have to deal with after you're kind of careless about others around you.
Gotcha. So pledge in terms of is like someone who's pledging one of these things.
It's like a pledge, which we have one in the show, and we do not great things to him.
No, no.
But it's
kind of
funny.
It is kind of funny, but it's dark.
It's a very
comedy,
dark play, and what's interesting,
for sure.
What's interesting about Pledge is like, again, what's so great about live theater is every night's different. So sometimes you'll have an audience who like has a very dark sense of humor and laughs.
Right.
And sometimes you'll have an audience who doesn't find it
Taking
funny
it really
and
seriously,
it is dead quiet. And it's funny because like the night before could be same play, same lines, same performance. Every once in a while performances are a little bit different, which is kind of fun about theater. But yeah, you'll have an audience who's like, oh, I think this is hilarious because I have a horrible sense of humor. Like me, I would be that person. And then you have people who have morals and standards who are horrified by what they're seeing. So it's just, good old time.
Well,
what night's it going to be?
You guys do a really good job at it, and if people listen, if you're in the area, go see the play. It's really great. The closing weekend this weekend.
Yes.
You can just probably show up. Well, maybe. Look, you want to play it safe.
Last weekend sold out.
I was going to say every weekend has sold out.
Yeah, get online, buy the tickets in advance.
And like you can buy reserved if you want a reserved seat. It's $30. It's a little heftier.
Oh, $5 more.
But if you don't want to buy at the door, you can get a $20 ticket online. And then so that's exciting. And then Saturday and Friday are an 8 o'clock show, and usually Sunday's 5 o'clock, but because of the thing that's happening this Sunday with the diamond ball.
I don't think we're allowed to actually say. There's like this weird thing regarding the Super Bowl where you're not allowed to say Super Bowl.
It's a diamond-shaped ball.
So don't you see the commercials where it says like the big game is coming?
What is that? What are you
Super
talking
Bowl.
about? Is that real?
Yeah, it's true.
Why?
If you watch, there's like a Best Buy commercial on right now that's like, come get your big screen TV in time for the big game. They can't say Super Bowl.
What is that?
But I just said Super Bowl 4 times. So I think Adobe's now out of business. I think.
So we're getting fired from our jobs?
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Great. Super Bowl. Come at me, bro.
Well, we moved the show from 5 to 1. So
because of the Super Bowl?
Watch the thing that must not be named. It's like Voldemort. The game that must not be named.
You're right. Tom Brady is like that guy.
Oh, yeah. So why does he in every Super Bowl? I don't know sports.
Because he sold his soul to the devil when he was back at Michigan, and he's the greatest quarterback of all time, supposedly.
Was he on a different team before?
No, he's only ever been on one team, which is why he's garbage.
So like Michigan was like college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really don't
But
know.
he barely played in Michigan. Anyway.
Didn't he, like, cheat? Wasn't there, like,
he cheats. They cheat all the time.
All right. I mean, I don't know.
Don't get me going again, Vanessa.
It's kind of fun.
Jeez. Wait, hold on. I need to change the subject. Do we have questions coming in on Twitter for the lovely Vanessa Marano?
Good job.
Oh, you did it right.
Getting better.
I thought about doing it wrong on purpose again, and then I was like, nah, all right, I'll let the joke go.
But then you really thought about it again. It might have been because you were
No, I was thinking
whether...
about if I was going to say Romano again or not.
I want to believe you.
Yeah.
I want to, but
all right.
it's not a
It's,
very
you can believe
strong
me. You can
belief.
trust me. Got any, Maddie?
We have a question about Gilmore Girls.
Oh.
Here, let me see.
Hold on, let me get there.
Oh, boy.
Hold on.
Maddie's scrolling. We're doing this live.
One of the writers of Gilmore Girls, Stan Zimmerman, is directing Pledge.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you for saying that, because I was actually thinking that as you were talking. I wanted you to talk about that.
All in one place.
So Stan wrote on Gilmore Girls.
Yes, but he's directing the play.
And directed Pledge.
Yes, the Pledge is written by a man named Paul Schloberg, who is really, really...
What? This
awesome
isn't a
writer.
question about Gilmore Girls.
There was a question about
What are
your
you
favorite memory on Gilmore Girls.
My
Question
favorite
about
memory on
working
Gilmore Girls.
Dexter.
Oh, okay. Two very different shows. My favorite memory of working on Gilmore Girls is probably the first day, because I was such a fangirl. And, like, I had to...
Tell me about your character on Gilmore Girls.
Well, I'll get into that. So basically, I show up on set and I have a disposable camera with me because this was before iPhones, and I just started taking pictures of the set. Like, I'm working with the actors.
A disposable camera?
Yeah.
Like one of those cardboard?
Yeah, like the ones that you could like.
Because she's a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have like a real camera. They didn't trust me with
I get
equipment. But like I'm like working with actors, and like I didn't take pictures with the actors. Like specifically, it was about the set for me. It was like there's Dosey's Market, which was like a thing, so that was a big deal. My character on Gilmore Girls broke up the main couple and was despised.
You don't have to tell me,
by
Vanessa.
the public.
Did you watch Gilmore Girls?
Hello.
That doesn't.
That's not a
Every
confirmation
episode.
or
Yeah.
And the main
Really?
couple was
A brunette girl and then the guy. Luke. Yes. Yeah.
Luke?
Luke. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke.
No, Gilmore Girls was a little after my time. I missed it. I missed Gilmore Girls.
You watched Dawson's Creek,
Dawson's Creek
Yeah.
for shizzle and Felicity.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, I miss Gilmore Girls.
Well, I was just telling Katie recently because I was like, oh, my character was literally like I've made like most hated character on television lists.
Really?
Yes. It was very
Like
very,
multiple lists.
multiple lists, not just like one.
I've made those lists too, but just I've made those lists.
You
As
made
a
them
person?
yourself. Did you put me on one?
So your favorite memory is then walking around taking photos?
Of everything because I was such a fan. Like, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe I'm on Gilmore. I can't believe I get to be the one to break
What
up this
season
couple.
did you come in on?
I came in the middle of season 6.
Oh wow, yeah. So they've been going for a bit.
But they do get
Wow.
back together, right?
They do
Is
get
what
back
happens.
together.
So
Oh, spoiler
everybody calm
alert.
down.
Yeah, exactly. Get over it, people. I mean, I get it. It was crazy because like the breakdown came out for the character, right? And I was like, oh, this character is going to break them up. I hate her.
Right.
I have to be her. Like, I twitch like crazy person.
Wow.
Like, if it's going to get destroyed, I shall be the one to destroy it.
Did you? But you didn't fangirl when you saw the main people, like the actors. You didn't like freak out when meeting them.
I had to be professional.
She was a seasoned veteran at that point.
Were you freaking out inside though? Were you? Like,
yeah. Yeah, but I had enough dignity that I was not going to ask for a photo with them.
Well, I was just
going to
gonna
ask for a photo with the set pieces.
I was gonna say, like, because I have this
in the
thing.
business.
I have this thing where I don't really get starstruck by actors and actresses and directors and things like that. I don't really like. I'm. And not just that I'm like playing it cool either. Like I really don't
I was playing it
freak
cool.
out about it. But athletes, I turn into like a puddle of like just fanboying. I don't know, a puddle of fanboy.
Puddle of fanboy.
I turn into a puddle of fanboy. I can't. I got to go to like Seahawks practice, like spring training one time, and there's this guy on the sideline who was like their third string quarterback like 12 years ago, and I like freaked out. And it's like. He never even really played. But like actors and stuff, I don't really freak out
I
about.
don't know what third string quarterback means.
That's okay. Just let it go.
Just watch the Super Bowl on Sunday.
It would be as if he was the
understudy to the understudy.
The understudy to one of the background artists.
Yeah.
Like he'd be understudying an extra though.
Vanessa is such an actress that the other day our friend went to a job interview and she said to him, "How was your audition?"
Isn't that just what a job interview is?
Yes.
Aren't you just auditioning for a job? Aren't we all just auditioning?
Oh, you asked the friend about the audition.
I said, "How was your audition?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Job interview."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah. The auditioning and the going on meetings and stuff is actually the job. The working is for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
sort of.
The working is you get paid for.
Well, but what I'm saying is like it feels
the work, the job.
Yes, the actual thing that takes the work feels like a reward as opposed to auditioning feels like the job. But the thing that you get paid for is the reward, and the thing that leads to you getting paid is the work.
Yes,
is the worst.
The job is constantly looking for a job.
Yes,
that is the job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's like, I mean, I feel like
unless you just start hosting radio.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, then
all the money you guys are,
and then you're working super hard on that and still trying to find a job at the same time. You just made your life a lot harder. What was the other thing they were wondering about, Maddie?
Dexter.
Oh, Dexter. What do they want to know about Dexter?
Just what it was like to work on Dexter.
What was it like to work on Dexter?
Oh.
Were you a fan of Dexter before you got on that one as well?
No, what's funny is my sister did the first season of Dexter. She played like a character in flashbacks, and then I got on the 4th season of Dexter. Another fangirl moment for me because spoiler, I played John Lithgow's daughter, so that was my moment.
And you were there for the Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
Oh God, that episode's so good.
So, but funny story about Dexter is I had done 6 Feet Under when I was like 12, and I had worked with Michael C. Hall on that when I was like 12. And then I was 15 on Dexter and had to do a scene that was essentially me trying to seduce him.
Weird.
But the last time we had seen each other, which is weird anyway that I'm 15 and doing it, but it was really weird because it was like, oh, I spent like 2 days in a row with you in a car when you were 12 years old, and this is very, very strange now. So
there's a lot of weird things on that show.
There's a lot of weird
brother
things.
And sister married.
Well,
and then divorced.
And then they made the brother and sister get together on the show after they got divorced.
What? I didn't finish all of them.
Sorry.
Spoiler.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. But
yeah, after the real life actors got divorced, they hooked the characters up.
Aren't they producers on it? Couldn't they stop that?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems a little bit like, did you not like them? Were you like, let's torture you guys a little bit?
Creators never torture actors through the script. I don't know what you're referring to.
This is becoming a very, very actor-bitter Brett Davern show, is what I've realized in this moment. I'm going to blame myself for the vacation story for taking us in this direction.
It's all right. What's it like to grow up in this crazy business, though? Because I grew up in Seattle and stuff, and I went to like theater camp through high school, but as far as like anything real, like actually professionally or whatever, like nothing, I mean, I just went to public high school and whatever and all those kinds of things. And like, what was it like to grow up in Los Angeles and be on sets at that age? And I don't know, what do you like, would you, if you had children of your own, like, would you let them do it as well?
Well, it's funny because like
all of the above.
My mom didn't want me to do it, and didn't want my sister to do it. So I could say no, I wouldn't let them do it, but it's not really like I clearly changed her mind, and by changed her mind I mean forcibly put myself into the industry against her will. So I realized like at some point if your kid wants to do it, you don't really have any control. Well,
and your family already lived in Los Angeles,
we already
so
lived.
it's not like you
exactly. I don't
picked
think
up and moved.
my parents would have never been those people. Because my mom didn't even want to drive in Los Angeles. That was her whole reasoning behind not wanting us to be actors. She was like, I don't want to sit in traffic on the 405 taking you to a commercial audition in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do that.
Right.
Like her exact words were, when you get your license, you can do this. It wasn't even like when your mom and your dad finish school. It was like when you get your license.
Your mom and your dad weren't in the business at all?
My mom was. My dad was not. My dad's a college professor.
What did your mom do?
My mom was an actress, like age 20 through 30, and then she opened up her own children's theater. And so I grew up in the theater, but then my mom, there's not a lot of money in children's theater.
You're kidding.
Not a lot. But she loves it so much. Like, she loves acting and
it's a passion
kids and the
for
whole
sure.
thing. So she's also the Primetime Emmy Awards consultant for HBO.
Oh, wow.
So she's like the middleman between like HBO and the Academy. So she's like responsible for like submitting all the categories. Like,
Still?
Yes.
She's
been
doing
doing
that
it
now.
for like 19 years.
Okay, so you kind of grew up around acting.
Yes.
So the likelihood of you being bitten by that bug was pretty high.
Yeah, very high. So
I
she
see.
did not do a great job of, like, if she really didn't want us to do it, she should have been a little bit more forceful in that way. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because it's like, you say that, like, oh, like, what was it like? And it's like, I don't really know what it wasn't like in a weird way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
I don't know what it's like to, like, just have childhood and not also work.
Yeah, that's your normal.
Yeah, that was just a normal thing.
Right.
And in a weird way, for me, for a lot of people, it's not great. Like, it creates stress and, like, you know, insane.
Well,
like,
You're
crazy
entirely
disorders.
stable and very normal.
Yeah, so normal.
Yeah.
So normal.
It didn't disturb you at all.
I mean, I've been doing this now, like, not the radio show, but I've been, like, out here in LA for 10 plus years, and, like, and through doing the radio show, met a lot of these younger people, and a lot of them aren't very normal.
No, Vanessa's
You
great.
definitely are. Like, you were, I guess that's why I'm asking you, because knowing you're someone who's able to come through it, and
well, work stabilized
seems like you made it.
me. Like, it was, I loved it so much, and I think I have such a type A personality that also that helped, but it was very much like I had to kind of be on the straight and narrow and on the, like, focus path, because
But did
it
you
was
go
so important to me.
Did you go to a regular high school?
No, I did not. But my sister did. So
Okay.
I went to a regular elementary school, then I was homeschooled through middle school, and then I got the high school diploma to work the adult hours so that they wouldn't hire, you know, people in their 20s to play teenagers. Who does that?
Come on.
I've never heard of shows doing
That's
that. That's
crazy.
that's ridiculous.
And so if you graduate high school early, you can work adult hours. That's a thing. But my parents were like, that's great that you have a diploma. You're still going to go to school.
If you could go back, though, is there a part of you that would have wanted to go to a regular public high school?
Absolutely not. That is something
Really?
I know about myself. That was like the best. Like,
Interesting.
thank God for not that.
Why?
I would've
Why is that?
First of all, I hated people who were my own age so much, like with a fire. Even to this
I was going to
day.
say, you still
That's
do
funny.
kind of.
Really, I
Yeah.
would much rather hang out with someone who is 60
Oh, that's hilarious,
plus
yeah.
than my own age. So, like, yeah, I was so happy. And so when I was 14 and I graduated, I just started going to, like, community college and essentially taking the same classes that you would take in high school. So I was around people who were older, and I was like, yes, this is... And even then, I was like... I was more friendly with the guy who was, like, in the back of the class. Who
Like
was
the professors and
or,
stuff.
no, I was going to
Yeah.
say, like, the 50-year-old person who's
Yeah.
like, I just came back because I want to learn a language. And I'm like, you want to be study buddies?
Let's be
Which
friends.
is weird, but, you know.
Oh, that's funny. So just always mature beyond your years, I think.
Mature, bitter, one of the two.
Ah,
It's one of the
no.
two. Yeah, but my sister, like, loved it. Like, she was like, I don't want to be homeschooled. I want
Interesting.
to have a high school experience. Like,
Okay.
she wanted to do the whole, like, she did theater at the high school. She did debate team.
She go to like the dances and
She
all
went
those
to the
kinds
dances.
of things. Yeah.
Like, she went to both, like, her junior prom and her senior
Interesting.
prom. Like,
But for you, you're like, nah, I'm good.
absolutely not.
Huh.
Oh.
I'd rather just do those on TV. I'll go to prom. I'll go to
I
prom
would
on a TV show.
Really not even, barely want to do the prom
no.
scenes on TV.
No.
The-
those are
well, the dance
awful.
scenes are the worst.
Oh, they're just...
The school dance scenes are the absolute worst. They take forever. There's a million people in them.
It's so...
It's
It's
hot.
It's so
Oh,
hot.
it's sweaty.
So
You're wearing
hot.
the suit jacket. There's lights everywhere. There's a million extras.
I will
Ugh.
say we did something fun on Switch, which
the
was
worst.
a lot of the crew members came dressed up like in suits.
Yeah, that was nice.
And so I took prom photos with each crew
Oh,
member,
that's fun.
like, but awkward ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just like
Awkward ones?
Yeah.
awkward.
Oh, boy.
That
I think
was a TV show.
awkward on prom. My character. I think I went to the prom without a date,
Oh wow.
and I think I took photos by myself.
I on Switched went to prom both times with the same person.
Yep.
And was broken up with the first time at prom.
Yeah.
And then was a crusader for the gay community in the second one.
She went in a tux.
I did go in a tux.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
You looked great.
Vanessa, we've done questions with you before on this show, so this time we're just going to run through this or that really quickly.
Oh, okay, cool.
You answer as fast as possible.
Okay.
So that, one, so that we can get the show over with, and then two, so that Katie doesn't strangle me. She has given me looks over your shoulder.
So you're saying if I go really slow, she will
Vanessa can't talk slow to save her dang life.
Kill me.
I'm not worried about a thing.
It's true.
Are you cutting back and forth to these looks that she's giving me? Okay. I hope people on YouTube can see this look where she's like... You know that just by doing that, you're making me go slower. Okay, here we go. Vanessa.
Yes.
As fast as possible.
Okay.
Also, just because I think it's more fun when you answer quickly. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Salty or sweet?
Ooh, sweet.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Pancakes or French toast?
Pancakes.
Beach house or mountain cabin?
Beach house.
Hugger or handshaker?
Handshaker.
Thanksgiving or the 4th of July?
Thanksgiving.
Suit or sweatpants?
Sweatpants.
Pearl Jam or Nirvana?
Don't know.
Pajamas or all natural?
Pajamas.
Dinner and a movie in theaters or take out and turn on the TV?
Take out and turn on the TV.
Fake Christmas trees or real Christmas trees?
Fake Christmas trees. I've been in this fight before.
That's a wrap on another edition of the Brett Davern Show.
Do it again.
And then you weren't even ready.
I was so ready. Okay, go. Vanessa likes fake Christmas trees. Na, 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 na.
Wow, it's really quiet. There's a lot of staring happening. I think Katie's winning this stare off, though. I gotta be real with you, Brett. Oh, she's so winning. You can't even make eye contact with her. It's amazing. Am I like a sports announcer? Is this what they do?
We've done it. The whole goal of the show is to bring you onto the sports bandwagon, and we've done it. That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you for listening live on Adobe Radio, subscribing on YouTube, or listening wherever you get your podcast. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend, everybody.
Tell them.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at KATLECLERC.
No.
LEC.
No.
LECLERC.
First name.
What?
You spelled Katie wrong.
How? How did I spell it?
KATLECLERC.
Well, because KAT spells Katie. KT. Oh, boy. It's even typed out in front of me.
It's only Tuesday. How are you guys getting through the rest of the week?
Stay tuned to find out. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social medias, including Facebook, at Brett Davern Show, or go to idobi.com for archived episodes, photos, and more. Today's guest, Vanessa Marano.
Love you.
Love you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
That's fun. I like when we have our friends in.
Me too.
It's fun. She can be found on everything at Vanessa Marano. VANESSAMARANO.
That was beautiful.
It's not Romano. It's Marano.
And it's not with an O, it's with an A.
It's true. People.
I said O.
No, you did.
But sometimes people go M-O, but it's M-A. It's Ma. Like your
There's
ma.
Me. You were in my phone. It was a Morano.
There's four A's and only one O in Vanessa Marano.
This is true.
You guys figure it out. Thanks for being here, everybody. We love you. Once again, for Boy Wonder and Matadocious and producer Katie and your birthday in the 3-4 and whoever was texting in from the 210 and the 920 and the other 920 and the 816 and the 818 and the 973, we love all of you. And I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. That was our show. Good night. Amendolas, areolas.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.